Yeah. I realize this. I realize this.
And get ready, everyone. All-Star action is coming your way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This place is gonna go crazy. It's time for the dunk contest. The NBA's most amazing athletes and slam dunk artists are about to put on a show you'll always remember.
And when you have this kind of talent and everybody wants to have a good time, you know it's going to be a show.
Indeed, Clark, and who doesn't love the dunk contest? I mean, it's always one of the most anticipated events of the year.
Sometimes not easy to go first, but he gets the honors here, and we'll see what he decides to go with first.
That was wicked there, Kevin. Because he had to go against his body. He went through his leg, and he kind of went counterclockwise on the throwdown.
That is nasty.
That is above the rating scale right there.
You're sailing in with your head to the back.
No, that is the best I've seen anyway.
Lead with your back, man. Don't look where that thing is. That's tough.
Yeah, wicked.
And so we'll see Emmanuel Moody second.
Took that one off. Nice. He came straight away and then went 360 after he took it off his hand.
That was nice.
That was a nice pirouette. And the timing
made it look easy.
Oh, this was sweet. Real sweet. I've not seen that one, Kevin.
Well, you know, instead of like dribbling up there and having to worry about the ball, all he's got to worry about really now is the move. He just grab the ball clean.
Yeah, but that's still difficult.
I know. Boy, that was really nice. Good imagination on that.
Very.
And so here's Decker now coming.
Oh, man. He cranked that.
Double clutch it, Took it down off the catch and then got it below his knees. I like that. Good elevation, timing, and then, boy, he threw it down with major thrust, too. I don't hear you saying anything, Kevin. What's your take?
Well, I had to watch about 2 or 3 times right there, and I guess again...
You're not impressed.
And here we go with Freak. We'll see if he can come in and shake things up a little bit here.
Yeah, so far, Kevin, we haven't had what I would call a real showcase throwdown. I mean, can he give us one? Let's see.
Well, it seems like guys have just been kind of easing their way into this competition to this point. So it's up to him. Does he want to just go along with the program, or maybe...
Where did you get that?
You go through the legs or around the back there?
Through the legs.
Yeah, it was through the legs, spinning away.
Yeah, through the legs and over your shoulder to grandmother's house we come.
Yeah.
Houdini's got a lead and some breathing space for himself as round 1 comes to a close.
Well,
all right, Clark, he's up for his second dunk right here.
And, Kevin, I think he needs something really strong and good this time around. That first one was not memorable.
Well, you know that these guys have worked on 3 or 4 dunks apiece, and some of them are going to be a little more difficult than others, a little more spectacular. So I would think he would...
Check this out. Check this out.
Wow.
This was like a long jump because he had to go to the other side of the goal, Kevin. The ball bounces on one side, he picks it up, and he went through his legs. He went through his legs on that one, and then he still. Now, that was slide and glide.
And so we'll see Emmanuel Moody. Okay.
Tremendous body. Now that just looks sweet. Yeah. If I was grading that was the up and under. You see, that was like a little bit of a roller coaster move. He got it and then went up and under. I like that. Was nice.
You know, I can never figure out how these guys never lose sight of the feel of the rim. Because you can't be watching really.
No, you got to know where you are.
And so here's Decker now. And it's... All right, here he goes again now.
Yeah, he went after that. Look at the elevation. Well, I think he's looking into the goal here, Kevin. Yeah. I mean, his head was rim high. Rim high. Look at this. Bounce it, catch it, and look at it while you punch it.
Aggressively going in.
Yeah, that was nasty right there.
And here we go with Freak, finishing our second cycle through. And so here we go. Oh, he couldn't get that one to go.
Yeah, he tried to eat more than he could handle there.
Bet you're familiar with that concept.
Hey now, Steve, when a fella's got to eat, a fella's got to eat. Lasagna's got a battle here with three guys not giving up. We're back to the top of the lineup, 3rd and 5. Well, okay, what about that one?
Well, not bad, really, quite honestly. Not bad, but I can certainly say I've seen better.
And so we'll see Emmanuel Moody. And we get another now. Oh! Oh! Quicker than the eye.
Now that's what I'm looking for.
And so here's Decker now. He's... Okay, all right. What do you think, fellas?
I don't think it's enough in the final round, quite honestly. You need more than that. You got to add a little extra to what you're doing here.
Well, the crowd's with you, too, Clark. They wanted more, and they didn't.
And here we go with Freak. Well, he's up.
Yeah, he just tapped it off the glass. Yeah, that's pretty basic.
I can do that.
Yeah, that's an old school dunk. Get that one out of the archives going back 20, 25 years. That one.
And now, time to reveal this year's dunk contest champion.
Awesome stuff, Kevin. A really great time for us and the fans.
Yeah, every year. I look forward to this, guys. What a show. Some amazing talent out on the floor.
And it's been a joy to be here to witness some incredible dunks, incredible athleticism, and bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, this is Kevin.
Right now, somewhere, he at the table with a bowl of Apple Jacks, and he's reading the back of the cereal, and in between eating the Apple Jacks, he's writing, and he want my spot. I'm gonna find him though. I'm gonna sign him.
There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. Oh. And so we'll see Kevin Durant. Nice thing about this format is that everyone starts each round with a clean slate.
Yeah, and even if
he scores 13 points in the round. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one.
So it's James Harden ready to go.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out...
He posts a score of 14. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. You know, never became one of those...
And so it's D'Angelo Russell ready to go.
You know, in the three-point contest,
he gets all the way up to 21 points. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Yeah, he just needed to get warmed up a little bit in that round. He got his misses out of the way early and then found his rhythm.
And here we go with Freak, wrapping up the qualifying round. He knows there's nobody coming after him. He knows the score to beat. And 19 points, really the threshold he's got to reach. Oh, he's got his work cut out for him now. Trains the money ball. Now with 4. He's got 5.
Solid start there.
He's got 8. He needs to finish strong. His 5th consecutive miss. Oh, and he will not advance to the next round.
going to just finish out the string here.
Yep, just not enough.
Comes away with a total of 15 points. Russell's got the top score in the qualifying round.
I think we've seen an outstanding competition so far.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it. And so here's Curry now.
18 points to go ahead.
He finishes the round with 17 points. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, it wasn't his...
And that'll do it for this year's Foot Locker three-point contest. There are very few players. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We got Doris Burks on the sideline as well. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. We've got Davis. Steph Curry's out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 4 slot.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Kicks to George. Off the pick. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Anthony. Here's Houdini. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And the West All-Stars with possession. Harden the pass to Curry. Back to Harden. From the arc. The rebound by Paul George. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Here's LeBron. The rebound by Harden.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
The pass to Davis. To the inside. Here's Griffin. And Anthony sends it back. Durant wide open. He fires. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
Nice shot by James.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Harden kicks to Durant. That misses off the backboard.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Back to Irving. Passes it to James. Clock at 6. George with the screen on Durant. Here's Houdini, and he jams it with authority.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Picked by Griffin. That doesn't go either for Durant. Durant's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. And again, another basket good from Houdini. Houdini's got his second bucket of the night.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Right side, Griffin. Shot from the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here are the East All-Stars. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Houdini, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the opportunity he has to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
Outside Durant, looking to end the run, and he slams that one down.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Now here's Irving. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
And teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And Durant gets it to go.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Houdini, guarded by Harden. Here's Houdini. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 3.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Al Horford, he's checked in for George. Wash comes in for Anthony. And it's Butler in for James. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Rudy Gay's checked in for Griffin. Hayward comes in for Kevin Durant. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Steph Curry. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for James Harden.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D. But hey, it's the All-Star game.
Lillard outside. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And they're moving it up. And there's a call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Here is Lillard following the three-pointer by Freak. To end the run, 6 to shoot. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Houdini, the kick out to Irving. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Irving's got 6 points.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Now here's Dave. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jen. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
The East making a switch. Jennings is checked in. Here's Houdini. He's got 13. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
1:14 left in the first. Lillard dishes to Davis. And stolen by Jennings. Pass to Houdini. It's back to Jennings. Bosch kicks to Butler. And there's the pass to Houdini. Just 5 to shoot. Davis with the double team. Outside Bosch. That one off the back iron and out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
And Thompson kicks to Hayward. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from three-point range. Passes it to Houdini. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by the West. Now, here's Thompson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played, and welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
Houdini in at shooting guard. Anthony out there with Paul George. Then there's Jennings. And it's James in at the small forward. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know. I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Outside Durant, picked by Griffin. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Out to Anthony. Releases from the wing and drills it. And now a 10-point East All-Star lead.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Harden the pass to Durant. Here's Griffin. Offensive rebound. Here's Curry. Pass to Durant. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Jennings. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brandon Jennings.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Offensive rebound, Griffin. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. West All-Stars shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That's good from Blake Griffin. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Curry's shot is off. And here's the East. Over to the left wing. Here's Houdini. Offline with his 3.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
There's the bucket. Good. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Irving dishes to James, 13 feet away, and he drops that one in.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
James has gone 2 of 3 from the field. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And that one's good. Curry's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Houdini. He's got 15. Anthony with the screen on Hart.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one would be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Hayward kicks to Griffin. Down low, Harden. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harden's got 5 points so far. Drummond's checked in for the East. Russell, he's checked in for the West. Westbrook comes in for James Harden.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's tightly guarded. Hayward up top. To the middle. Here's Durant. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Houdini.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
The dish to Durant. The 3. Durant with another miss.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Grant, he's checked in for the East. Jimmy Butler comes in for LeBron. Davis is checked in for the West. Gay comes in for Gordon Hayward. Westbrook with the steal. Outside Durant. A three-pointer is right on target. Durant's got 6 here in this quarter.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Here's Houdini. He's covered by Westbrook. There's the double team with Westbrook. And it's Grant in the corner. Gay with the defensive effort. And the West All-Stars with possession. They trail by 6. And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by Grant. Out to the right wing. Here's Houdini. 19 points in the game. Back to Grant. Butler is screen on Russell. No good from Grant.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Free throw line jump shot. No good. Excellent D there from Houdini. Cloak loose. It's stolen by Davis. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Russell.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Westbrook with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And that one's good by Gay.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's Houdini. Grant with a screen on Westbrook. Up off the screen.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
He kicks to Durant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight. Durant's got a 55% field goal percentage on the night. He's 6 of 11. Drummond a screen. Here's Houdini, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Here's Westbrook. No luck. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Houdini. Out left to the wing. Grant gets a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Now it's a 5-point East All-Star lead.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Davis sets a screen. Durant just inside the line. Can't hit. And here's the East. Here's Houdini. Hits it from three-point range. Houdini's got 24.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
So both teams making some changes here. That'll do it for the first half. East All-Stars ahead. Finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And we return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Curry. And it's Harden in at the 1. Outside Durant. Releases. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here are the East All-Stars. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Nobody near Irving. Off target from three-point range. And so here are the West All-Stars. Harden with it. Now guarded by Houdini. From 13. That shot by Griffin, no good.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
He used that pick to get in close.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Griffin on the double team. The kick out to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Pass to Houdini. It's rebounded by the West.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
And Davis throws it down.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
The East All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the West All-Stars have possession. Davis sets a screen. Harden gets the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Down low, here's Anthony. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 9.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
Griffin sets the screen for Harden. From 13, count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Durant.
There's no doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Anthony with it, guarded now by Durant. Shoots from the baseline, and Carmelo Anthony again. He's got 11.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for the West. And so here are the West All-Stars. 11-point game. The feed to Durant from 11 feet away. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 4 this quarter. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
The pass to Houdini. He feeds it to Irving. Houdini. No one near James as he lets it go. Had the space there, but it's offline. Harden outside. Dishes to Curry. There's the triple. Rebound by the East All-Stars. George has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Houdini. Houdini's got 30 points. And the West All-Stars with possession, down by 12. Pick by Griffin. Harden kicks to Curry. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Here's Houdini, guarded by Harden. A good look from James, and he gets it to go from the corner. James has got 5 points now in the quarter. LeBron's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. They set the pick. It's Curry outside. Great D that time from Irving. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. No good from Houdini. Harden kicks to Hayward. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Anthony, an easy layup after coming off the pick. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Picked by Griffin, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for the East. Al Horford's checked in for George. Grant comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Butler, he's checked in for James. And it's Jennings in for Irving. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Klay Thompson comes in for Curry, and Damian Lillard subbed in for James Harden. It's back to Jennings. To the wing on the left. Here's Grant. Lillard with the rebound.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Jennings passes to Houdini. To the paint. Here's Grant. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Grant's got his second bucket tonight. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update. New players in now for the East. Then for the West All-Stars, Davis is checked in for Durant. Harden comes in for Thompson. And Steph Curry subbed in for Russell.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Houdini, he's in at shooting guard. Anthony out there with LeBron James. Then it's Paul George. And it's Irving in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Lillard dishes to Davis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 10 points for Davis.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
George passes to Houdini. And George kicks to LeBron. And he jams it with authority.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first. And that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Lillard up top. Here's Curry. The baseline jumper goes down.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. And George now top of the key. To the inside. Here's Houdini. The drive by James. Good. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Picked by Griffin. Lillard misses.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
George dishes to LeBron. Here's Houdini. Feeds to George. Off target with his 3.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Nobody near Lillard. And right through it goes.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Anthony with the screen on Lillard. Here's Houdini.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Out to Anthony. LeBron sets the screen for Anthony. Down low, here's George, and he banks in the layup. And now a 12-point East All-Star lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Irving from long range. That's good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Griffin. No good, unable to end this run. And here are the East All-Stars. Houdini passes to George. They grab their own miss. Tries yet again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Damian Lillard.
They haven't been effective against George. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Harden inside the three-point line. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
Yeah, and they've got to jump at the chance to actually stretch this thing out even more.
Good point.
You guys are kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
That one misses for Davis. Here's Houdini. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Kicks to Griffin. Harden outside. Picked by Griffin. Curry wide open, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter. Curry's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And here's Harden. Durant kicks to Davis. And here's Harden for 3. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
But they recover it. Here's Curry. Now George. Pass to Houdini. Outside Anthony. From outside off the mark. George against Curry. And he trims the lead to single digits.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Griffin on the double team. Inside. George dishes to Anthony. Pass to Houdini. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Houdini. 37 points and a crazy number of assists. The 4th quarter he's got going right now has been excellent.
And he's really playing with some incredible enthusiasm.
Both free throws good from Houdini. .107 left in the game. Back to Harden. Here's Davis, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Anthony with the buckets.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And Harden with the stuff.
And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Fires from 14. Steph Curry with the rebound.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Durant in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. And here's the East. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hands.
And that one's good.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
Well, that's where he's been doing all of his damage. And with a couple more from out there, we'll have a real ball game on our hands here.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pass.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Westbrook. It's off. So the East All-Stars win it.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg, huh? Certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Can you say freak-alicious? Watching this guy all season, I think most of us were expecting him to go off. He did not disappoint. It's a tremendous honor to be named MVP of the All-Star Game. Big-time career underway for this young man.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again to start up the NBA's second